Mr. Muriel, you and your sister have petitioned the court to order a DNA test to prove that you are not the father of the defendant's 18-month-old son, Zadrian. You have always believed you are not the father and are hoping the court grants you the test so you can prove your case. Is this correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Redmond, you say you are tired of being a single mom. You didn't make this baby by yourself and state there is no reason for a paternity test because the plaintiff already acknowledged he was the father by signing the birth certificate. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So this court must decide through testimony if there is enough evidence to order a paternity test. Let me start with you, Mr. Muriel. Why is this DNA test so important?
Well, Your Honor, first of all, I'm a young entrepreneur. I'm 22 years old, and I'm looking to expand my brand. And with this lady here putting a child on me, it's like stopping me from leaving and going to do what I want to do. So I'm like really stuck, and I need the answers because it's not my child.
And so you say that this young woman is putting a child on you. You signed the birth certificate.
Yes.
Your
yes.
Honor.
No.
His mom was there.
The point is this. When you were at the hospital, did you believe the child was yours at the time?
No.
You did not?
No.
And so, okay, so you got this opportunity and it was time to sign the birth certificate. You went and did it, why?
Because I felt very pressured. Like everybody's sitting there looking at me as far as like her
But
family.
his mom was there. His mom was there telling him the baby looked just like you. Ain't no denying this baby.
Was your mother present at the birth, Mr. Muriel?
No.
Yes, she was.
You
No, she wasn't.
Yes,
Neither
she
was I,
was.
or I would have never.
His
I would have
mom
never
was there
advised
when
him
I got
to sign.
suited up to have my C-section.
No.
Okay, so listen, Mr. Muriel.
Zadrian Sherrard Morrell. You chose that name, not me.
You chose that.
You put his name, your name, as his middle name.
Mr. Muriel, hold on now. And the child also has your last name.
Yeah.
And do you understand what being the legal father means?
Yes.
You do. So you now know that once you sign it under the law, you are that child's father. Even if you're not his biological father, you're still the legal father.
Okay.
And then you would then have to, depending on if I order this paternity test, if we have enough evidence, that's something you'd have to deal with in your home state, but this is something you should know. And this is the part that gets me because young people, you all so busy engaging in adult activities, but you don't know adult laws and facts.
I do.
Well, I told him that before, and I told him
But
he
that's
also
why
needs
you were
a real
calling me
DNA
while I was
test.
in the hospital, like, nephew, why didn't you name him Sherrard? Nephew.
Lies.
That was you.
So you're saying people were acknowledging this
Lies.
child?
Yes, she called me
Well, where's
on his
the picture?
phone, talking about, nephew, why didn't you name, and then his nieces and nephews, her kids were asking, why did you name him Zadrian and not Sherrard? And because I wanted him to have his own name, but I let Sherrard put it as the middle name.
I didn't choose that. I just did it. I
He
ain't
didn't
choose
choose
that at
the
all. I
first
didn't pick no
name.
names.
I chose the first name. I made that up when I was
She
about
wrote.
3 months pregnant. I had that.
So my point is this, you are trying to present enough evidence to warrant me ordering a paternity test.
Correct.
And what I'm trying to figure out are where are the doubts? I mean, as it stands right now, it's like you were in the hospital, you signed a birth certificate, you said you did it because you had doubt. Now I need to know proof of that doubt. Mr.
I wasn't even
Muriel?
there. Yes, and I believe she was with other
Okay,
people.
you
I
say
had
you
fought
weren't
her
even
with
there.
another
Give
dude.
me the facts surrounding that. You weren't there.
I weren't there. I was here in Atlanta, Georgia, trying to pursue my dream.
All right. Hold on.
figure out where he
I
wants
want
to
to
be.
figure this out. Because you saying you're here, you're there.
And he was here New
Listen,
Year's Eve. because
let's
you were at
try
the
to
party.
figure out the actual date of conception.
Okay.
Zadrian's date of birth is what?
September 15th. September 16th.
Okay.
She don't even see.
I got the year and the date mixed up, okay?
Yeah,
Why does your
it's
brother know
okay.
my son's birthday if that's not his baby?
It's okay.
Why'd he sign my birth certificate and give
But
him
why
the
is
middle
he
name
still
if it's not his
questioning
baby?
after he signed it? Men, if they stick firm with what they
Okay,
believe,
ladies, let's get down to the bottom of this.
Mm-hmm.
Zadrian was born September 16, 2015, right? If you hit calculate, the window of conception would be December 18th through December 23rd of 2014. The question I need answered is, where were you between December 18th and December 23rd, 2014?
You know what? Time out. I don't know where he was on them dates, particularly. I'll give him that. He could have been wherever he wanted to be, because that's where he
So
always
it
has
is your
been.
testimony that you don't know
Right.
Not
where he was
those couple
December
dates that
18th
you're
through the
giving me,
23rd.
but by the 26th he was
Yeah.
here,
Right.
because we went New Year's Eve shopping together. We were at the same New Year's Eve party together.
Party.
He
Is that
took me-
true?
He
I
took
don't
me
even
home because I was drunk.
He don't smoke. He don't drink. He
Doesn't
wouldn't even
mean
drink
you
a
weren't
Red
at the
Bull.
party.
I don't.
He don't party.
He be at the club with you too.
He
I mean,
look
you
just like
missing
the
out,
other
so I
dude.
really don't care though. I
He
mean,
look just
I
like
do
the other
care.
dude you got
I'd
caught
like
with.
him to get his closure and his sister to be quiet.
Yeah.
So I love for you to do this today, Your Honor. Please do.
Before I give my judgment as to whether or not there is enough evidence to order a paternity test, I want to hear more facts that relate to the doubt in this case.
She got caught with a whole nother dude that she's saying she was at her friend's house. This is what happened from the beginning of the story. I'm in my city, Lansing, Michigan, riding around. Pull up to one of my boys' house. I leave there. I see her vehicle in a neighborhood she's never in, you know? So I pulled my car back to wait. Basically, I sat and watched whose house she was about to come out of. Because I don't know whose house this is, and I'm trying to figure it out.
And she wasn't answering the
And
phone.
she wasn't answering the phone or text messages. So I pull up behind her once she comes out and get to the car. And I'm like, who house is this? Who house was you just at? She say some girl name. I said, all right, go get her. Show me who you talking about. She's like, no. I'm like, no. Well, all right, I'll go get her myself.
We weren't together. I didn't have nothing to prove.
No. Hey, look. So I said, I'll go get her myself then. So she gets in the car real fast, turn around, skirt off. Okay, it's something going on then. So I knock on the door. A dude answers the door.
So Ms.
Where's she
Redmond
at?
said she
You're
was
here
there
with
to
this
visit a
dude.
girl, but you know there wasn't a girl in
There's
there.
no girl. Where's she at?
Right.
So this is the issue. You all are
The
asking
issue
for-
is 1 minute she says he's the dad, 1 minute she says that he's not, and
No, that's
he's trying
y'all.
to live
That's
his
their
life. No, that is
issue.
you. That is you
1
getting
minute-
caught riding down the street
1
with
minute,
dudes. That's you on Snapchat saying, look at Zadrian playing with his dad with the same guy she got caught at the house
Right.
Time
with.
out.
Hey.
Hold on.
Time out. Time
Hold
out.
on, Miss
Wherever the-
Redmond, hold on. Now,
Oh, yeah,
Ms.
the doubt
Mask
is they're
has-
heavy.
Hold on, Miss Mask has asserted that you were on Snapchat
Yes.
talking about someone else was Zadrian's father.
Never.
Yes.
Same dude
Zadrian
I
playing
caught
with
at
her
the house
dad.
with.
Never.
Zadrian's playing with his daddy. Look at
Am I gonna get
daddy
a
and the
chance to
kids.
answer,
I
or are you gonna
mean,
answer for me?
I would
'Cause,
like,
girl, you're
I
not
would
even
like
on
to
my
hear a
Snapchat, so
response.
be quiet.
I would like to hear a
Girl.
response.
So anyway,
Trust
like I
me.
was saying,
Trust me.
yeah, you're right. It's been a year and a half. My son is, like you said, 18 months old. I don't even talk to him no more. Why are you pulling up to any house that you see my vehicle at? What business do you have?
Were you on Snapchat with a video
No.
saying this
Oh,
was
time out.
she's
Zadrian?
lying.
Time out.
She's lying.
Did I ever say look at him with his dad? No, I don't believe I've ever posted him and the guy I was talking to. Did he catch me riding in the car with him? Yes, because that guy was the guy I was talking
you
to.
lied and
And
said
I had
that-
to pick my son up from daycare. I'm a single mom.
But listen,
I don't have time
hold
to
on.
date
So
and
now,
be a mom.
wait. So now we're in court and you're saying, did he catch me riding in a car
With a guy, yes.
with a guy? Yes.
The same guy.
She's told me multiple
Is that
times,
the
I'm not
same
father.
guy when he went up to the house
Yeah.
and opened the door?
Talking about
But this is the person you believe is
the father.
believes
Zadrian's
that-
father, because you say there's a striking resemblance. You say when you opened that door, it looked just like.
Yeah.
I guess
yeah.
every,
That's the person
in
that
she
every
reverts
guess what?
to.
The reason why he said that was my son. He said, "Oh, that man is light skinned. That's probably your baby daddy." Oh, I could name a few of y'all that light skinned. I guess they all my baby daddies in here, because there's more than just one person light skinned.
But this
So-
is the point, Miss.
I mean,
She has
Miss
told me
Redmond,
I'm not
this-
the dad
this
multiple
is
times.
the point.
Period.
Like,
Period.
She told you you're what?
I'm not the father multiple
did she
times. Why
say
would
that?
she say that? She says that she said it throughout
you
the
act
whole
like you've
period
been
of
here
him being
too.
born.
I do
Talking
be
about
there.
you're not the dad anyway.
I
I'll
do
take
be
him
there.
to his
That's
real
what you
dad.
feel.
You
You were there in the beginning. It wasn't until
Because
she
you're
stepped in his
wishy-washy.
ear.
You're
It wasn't
wishy-washy.
until she stepped
You're
in his ear
wishy-washy.
that he started denying it. It was 3 weeks. No, it was Christmas time
Nat
that he
Nat.
started denying my son. And that's when she came up from Atlanta for Christmas.
All right.
Okay?
So listen. I've heard enough testimony. In light of what's going on here and the testimony I've heard, there is clearly enough evidence to order a paternity test in this particular case. And I am going to do so for Zadrian, because we need to get down to the bottom of this. So after I adjourn court, you all are going to go directly to the laboratory and undergo DNA testing,
Let's do it.
submit to it, and we will return back to this courtroom for the results. Are we clear?
Clear.
Court is adjourned.
I feel like I very much so proved my case. I'm excited for the DNA test. I'm ready to get this thing going so I can move forward in my life.
I'm glad she did that. I need them to zip it up. I need him to step up and his family to shut up so that we can all just move on and my son can have a dad and a mom and I ain't got to be both no more. I ain't making by myself. I'm excited she did this.
We're reconvening in the case of Mask, Muriel versus Redmond. In our last court session, I found that there was sufficient evidence to warrant me ordering a paternity test. Since that time, you have submitted to DNA testing, and I have those results here for you today. Before I go to the results, is there anything anyone would like to say? Yes, Ms. Mask.
I just want to say that he is a good person. That is why he signed that birth certificate, because he's like, you know, it's all these women here and I'm just going to do the right thing. And if he is a dad, then we'll make up for any lost time or money or anything.
Anyone else? Yes, Ms. Redmond.
Really all I want is him to step up and his family to step aside. He's the parent here. He needs to be making decisions on his own like I've been doing. I mean, yes, I have support, but I mean, I don't have an option. I've been doing it. So all I want is him to step up and his family to step aside and let him do that. Stop steering him. He's grown. Let him make his own decisions on how to be a dad. Don't keep trying to play dad, because you're not. You're not mom or dad, you're aunt and grandma. We mom and dad, let us do ours. And you guys just fall in,
Well, listen. I mean, his sister is nodding affirmatively, and we have not yet established whether or not he is Zadrian's biological father, but there's truth to both sides. You know, you all are young, but if you're bringing children into the world, you have to grow up and you have to be parents. Mm-hmm. At the same token, I have a brother. I know what it means to be a sister. Mm-hmm. I just have one brother. I'm very protective over him, and he's my big brother.
I have 7.
I mean, so you get it.
And I support her.
Exactly.
Supporting him.
So I think this is an important moment when you both acknowledge what the other side feels.
But I just want to make it very clear that he's a good man, period. He's doing his thing as
he's not a bad
an individual. So
he is a good individual, but he's not being a good dad that I need him to be. I don't care. I address you're a good individual. You're doing your thing. But I need you to be a good dad too. I need both.
Let's get the results. Yeah. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Mask, Muriel versus Redmond, when it comes to 18-month-old Zadrian Muriel, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Muriel, you are the father. You are Zadrian's father.
Okay.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel okay about it. You know, I'm gonna do what I need to for him. And that's really it.
It's a huge responsibility.
Oh, yeah.
that's the only reason why I wanted him to get the test, because a child is, serious.
Yes.
It's serious. It's not nothing to be running around like pretending you're the dad, or one month you're the dad, the next minute you're not. So now you know for a fact, even if she gets upset and says it, or which she shouldn't anymore.
When's the last time you saw your son?
I believe a month ago.
Just a month ago.
Yeah.
We're hoping that we won't wait another month.
Right.
We're hoping we won't let things go for months at a time. Ms. Redmond, your testimony has been proven in court today that he is Zadrian's biological father. But this is not going to come together like a little beautiful Tiffany box with the bow. My mother always told me every battle isn't worth the fight.
That's
And you,
fine.
look, as a parent of a beautiful baby who now you know this is their father, but you all have had some issues. What I'm saying is there may be those times that things don't go the way you expect, but think about in your mind, is this battle worth the fight? We have counseling and resources for you all. This baby is just too beautiful. And I hope you understand how much he's counting on you. Ms. Greer, you are the mother of 1-year-old Lanaya. You say you regret cheating on the defendant, Mr. Thompson, as an act of revenge to hurt him.
Yes, Your Honor.
Because of the mistake you made, you now claim you have no clue who fathered your child. Mr. Thompson, for the first 6 months of Lanaya's life, you took care of her, you bonded with her, because you were told she was your daughter.
Yes, Your Honor.
Then you had your heart ripped apart when you learned through a posting on social media that she could be another man's child.
Yes, Your Honor.
Now that man is waiting outside of the courtroom and will be joining us momentarily. Ms. Greer, why did you wait 6 months to tell Mr. Thompson he may not be your child's father?
I found out that he cheated on me, and I wanted to get revenge. And I met this man on a dating website. I slept with him, and I found out I was pregnant, and I didn't have nobody. And I just wanted to do it.
And you didn't use protection even with a man you barely knew?
No, ma'am. No, Your Honor.
Mr. Thompson, so how'd you find out she was pregnant?
While I was in Tennessee, me and my family had moved to Tennessee, and all of a sudden I get a Facebook message from Ms. Greer saying that she's pregnant. And I told her that she was lying, that I didn't believe her, so I told her to send a message of the pregnancy test that she took with it. And she did. And after that, me and my family had moved back to Atlanta, Georgia, so they can help me take care of my child because it was my first child, and I always wanted to have a child ever since I was little.
All this time, you find out she's pregnant, you had no idea she had slept with somebody else even though you cheated?
No.
You knew nothing?
No, I never knew she cheated. She never told me anything.
You were there for the birth, Mr. Thompson?
Yes, and I have proof right here.
What do you have? Please pass that up.
When we was in the hospital after she had the baby, and as you can see on the picture, I was exhausted because I was up with the baby all night while she was sleeping.
Yeah, there you are. Both of you all look tired. That's about how you look. So you were there through it all.
Yes.
This very moment where you're exhausted, you all been up all night, and yet you're excited and joyful, you have no clue.
No, Your Honor.
That she had slept with another man.
I didn't know nothing about it. This after I cut her umbilical cord when she was in the hospital. Would you
Let
like
me
to see
see
it?
that, please, Jerome. So you stayed at the hospital, you cut the umbilical cord.
Yes, Your Honor. I was there until she left.
You stayed until the baby and her mom they were released.
Yes.
You were there.
Yes, Your Honor.
And after they got home, have you been there? Oh, she's beautiful. Have you been there?
Your Honor, after she left the hospital, she moved in with me and my family.
Oh. So after you left the hospital, you and baby Lanaya moved in with him and his family?
Yes, because I didn't have nobody I didn't have no family who cared about me. I was moved to foster home, so it was like really bad for me. I really couldn't trust nobody. I didn't have anything. I still don't, but I try. I try for my child.
So when did you find out?
When one of her family members posted it on Facebook about that the baby's not mine, that it can be 2 other people I guess she was sleeping with.
Wait, her family member posted this on Facebook?
On my page.
On your page? After you've been at the hospital with the baby and everybody knew how excited and happy you were?
Yes.
Why would somebody do that in your family, Miss Greer?
That was jealous.
And so you didn't say anything until Lanaya was 6 months old. That's when you told Mr. Thompson?
Yes, Your Honor.
6 months. So that's 6 months of him believing that's my daughter, loving her, bonding with her, caring for her, providing for her, his family loving her. 6 months. What made you tell, and why'd you wait so long?
I didn't want to ruin the relationship that we had. And when I told him, he started crying. And it made me feel bad because, you know what I'm saying, this is the man I love, and it just tore everything apart.
If your family member never posted this on Facebook, would you have ever told him the truth?
Yes, Your Honor. Till she was a year old.
When she was a year?
Yes.
And is that because you felt like, let me get attached to her so that he can't walk away from her, then I'll tell him and it won't matter then because he'll already love her and be back in love with me and everything be okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. The stakes are high today. You really love this baby.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you
I
have a
really do.
bond. You've been there, you changed the course of your life. You were living in another state and turned around and headed back because you wanted to be there for the child. Then you followed through on that intention and you were there through the birth, provided a place to live, your family did at least.
Yes, Your Honor.
What does this mean to you to not know whether or not you really are the biological father?
Well, it hurts me a lot because I really want to be her father because I've been taking care of her finna be 2 years. She's been living with me for the last 3 months.
She's been living with you?
Yes.
And where's Miss Greer? She lives with you all too?
No, she lived with my brother and his baby mama and his family and her family.
Oh, wait a minute. So you have had the baby, Lanaya, at your house with your family, and she's living in a different house.
Yes,
Yes, Your Honor.
So you really have been full-time dad.
Yes, Your Honor.
And so if baby Lanaya is not your biological child, what are you gonna do? Because this baby, she believes you are her daddy.
Yeah, all she knows is daddy, so I wouldn't know what I would do if she's not mine.
Jerome, I think it's time we speak to the other possible father. Please escort Mr. Tolles into the courtroom. Oh.
I'm gonna have you go up right next to the judge. Watch your step.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us today. Mr. Tolles, am I correct?
Yes.
All right. You have had a relationship, a sexual relationship, or what type of relationship have you had with Miss Greer?
Let me start from the beginning when I first met her.
Okay.
It all started when I met her on the website. We was talking for a minute, and then after a week of talking, she came over to the house. She already knew that she just want to have fun, and it wasn't nothing serious.
Okay.
We ended up having sex. She was kissing all over me. After that, I know she had her pants off. So.
Okay, I need detail, but not that much.
Okay.
So bottom line is you all did have sex.
Yeah, we had sex
without using protection.
We had sex on the floor. The first time we used the condom.
Okay.
The second and the third time we did not use the condom. She stayed over my house the whole weekend. Some kind of way, her and my sister became close friends and ended up hanging out and conversating with each other. Okay, a few weeks after that, I found out she was pregnant. She told me she was pregnant. I asked her, was it mine? She said no, it was her boyfriend, Mark Thompson, which I did not know she had a boyfriend.
So You had no idea Mr. Thompson was her boyfriend.
No, she's a compulsive liar for once. She lied about her age. She told me she was.
I did not lie about my age.
Yes, you did.
I told I was 18.
You did. She told me she was 21. I found out she was 18.
You a lie?
Then she told me that she didn't have a boyfriend. I found out she had a boyfriend. When she told me she was pregnant, I asked her what's the baby mine, and she said no, it was Mr. Thompson. So I left it alone. A few months later, her relative calls me and inboxes me on Facebook saying that they think the baby mine because it looked like me, and I told her to send me a picture. I have evidence of the picture.
Let me see
This is my son and Lanaya. They kind of look like twins on there.
And how old is your son in that picture?
2.
And then this is Lanaya.
Yes.
And now you have another picture. This is a picture of you
Lanaya and me.
and Lanaya.
Yes.
Now when you look at that picture,
I don't see no resemblance.
you don't see it. And so you are truly doubtful. You don't know what to believe.
I don't know what to believe because she's a compulsive liar. She said that Mr. Thompson was her boyfriend that I did not know about. Then comes to find out around the time that I was messing with Miss Grill, I found this on Facebook where she hooked up with another dude. That's not me in the picture or Mr. Thompson in the picture.
Okay, but Ed, that's my ex-boyfriend, so?
Baby father.
He's not Lil Naya daddy. And so what?
Okay, so you see this picture posted with true love by it. So now you think there's a third possible father.
Yes, and I don't have her relative telling me that I need to get custody of the baby if it's mine because she's an unfit parent. She's a child of herself that can't take care of herself. So how do she gonna take care of baby?
How you gonna tell me I'm an unfit man? Man, gone.
Miss Greer, this man in this picture, you say that's your ex-boyfriend?
Yes, Your Honor.
Were you in a relationship with him during the time you also were having sexual relations with Mr. Thompson and Mr. Tolles?
No, Your Honor.
So there's no way when I read these results,
no, ma'am.
This young man is gonna factor in, or any other man for that matter.
No, Your Honor.
You're positive one of these 2 men.
Yes, Your Honor.
As I was looking at TV one day, I seen that it was an app that can tell when your baby was conceived. And I put in Lanaya's date, and you can flip through the next page and see that the date that's up there, I was not in Atlanta, Georgia at that time.
Oh, Jerome, hand me that evidence, please.
Yes, she was.
So the baby was born on September 27, 2012. And if we hit calculate, possible date of ovulation is January 5th, 2012. Possible dates of conception are January 1st through the 9th of 2012.
I was in.
And you just said you were not in town on January 1st through the 9th.
No, Your Honor.
2012.
I was in Tennessee.
I think it's time for the results. Mr. Thompson, as I look at you, you seem very nervous. Are
Yes,
you
Your
just
Honor. I am.
very hopeful?
Yes, I hope she's mine.
In your statement to the court, you said you really wanted to be the father.
Yes, I want to continue taking care of her.
And you say it was your mother's wish.
Yes, to have a grandchild. And when I look at her, I think of my mom.
You do. She's beautiful.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Greer, what are you hoping for today?
Hoping for he be the father. Cause he always wanted to be the father of my child.
Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
Mr. Tolles, what are your hopes?
I just hope if it's mine, then I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to get custody. 'cause I got 3 other kids. And I just feel like I missed out on her life. Is it mine?
Are we ready? These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. When it comes to 1-year-old Lanaya, and whether Mr. Thompson or Mr. Tolles is her biological father, it has been determined by this court that her biological father is Mr. Thompson. You happy? I can see it in your eyes.
Yes.
I'm proud of you for stepping up to the plate even when there was doubt. Mr. Tolles, I'm sorry that this did not turn out the way you had hoped. And Ms. Greer?
Yes, ma'am.
I am not sure what the circumstances are or were that led you to leave your child and have her be raised by Mr. Thompson and his family. What I'm thankful for is that in fact is her biological father, so she belongs there.
Yes.
Ms. Clark, you claim that you and the defendant, Mr. Newby, dated for only 3 months before you became pregnant with his baby. You say the relationship was moving forward until he left you for a woman you claim is old enough to be his mother. It is your belief that she is the reason Mr. Newby is denying paternity. Mr. Newby, you say the plaintiff was involved with another man at the time she became pregnant. You do not believe you are the father of her child and claim it has nothing to do with your new girlfriend, Ms. Faulkner. You also say if the baby is yours, you will fight for custody because you believe the plaintiff is an unfit mother. Now, Ms. Clark, tell me what happened when the defendant left you.
He left me for an older woman, and I feel that she put it in his head that it's not his from the beginning because she thought I was messing around with some dude at her party. And
you did come to my house with another guy.
Yeah, I wasn't messing around with him.
You were dry humping on the side of my house.
He was just dancing this or whatever on me.
There was no dancing at that party.
Let's get some order in the court. Now, Ms. Clark, first of all, before there was ever Ms. Faulkner, you and Mr. Newby had a relationship.
Yes.
I need you to take me back to that.
Okay, Your Honor, when I met him, I was in drug use, but we were together for 3 months. He was in drug use. And when he left me, I felt abandonment because when I was younger, at 13 years old, my dad had hung himself because of drug use. And then 5 years later, my mother had died when I was 18 years old because of cancer. So when he left me when I was 7 months pregnant, I felt abandonment and pain and agony. So
you stuck a needle in your arm.
So when I was 3 months pregnant, I went out and used, and I am ashamed of that because, and then I went to jail, though, for 3 months, and while I was in there, I had time to think that I wanted to be clean for me and my son,
Yes.
So when I got out, when I was 7 months pregnant, I got out. We were gonna be, have a family, so I was excited about that because I felt that my son was gonna have a father and a mother, and instead...
We were not supposed to be, it's all wrong.
All right,
I told her from the beginning when she first went to jail, she would call me, and yeah, I would talk to her because I was thinking that the baby might possibly be mine. I've had my doubts from the very beginning. She's constantly lied. She's cheated on me with her ex, 3-4 times?
No, only
Something like
once.
Going to the grocery store.
Okay,
she would go to the store
Mr.
for
So, Mr. Newby, she cheated on you with her ex during the time of conception, during that same?
Before, after.
Okay, but excuse me, Your Honor, if you had doubts about being a father or whatever, then why'd you have this picture taken with me with the first ultrasound and being happy about being a father?
Well, yeah, because if it's mine, I would love for it to be mine.
That's you two here with a sonogram picture.
Mm-hmm.
But and then when I first got the ultrasound, when she was working at McDonald's and he was working at McDonald's, She was putting in his head, oh, prove it to me otherwise, prove it to me otherwise.
I didn't say prove it to me
otherwise. Yes, you did. You were talking to a guy named Jake.
He was showing a picture of the sonogram to everybody at work.
You said
and I said, why are you showing a picture of a baby you don't even know is yours?
Yeah, you said
that wasn't a
prove to me
secret.
otherwise.
That wasn't a secret. I said it in front of you, in front of him, and in front of his family.
Ms. Faulkner, I have to ask you, when he was showing the sonogram picture at work, were you in a relationship with him then?
No, I was not.
So why was it your business what he was showing?
Because I was a friend of his.
And you're old enough.
I have always been a friend of his.
He's always been a really good friend of mine.
Yeah, but you're old enough.
My point is, now, I want to hear more about this doubt. Mr. Newby, explain to me the other reasons why you feel like, despite this happy sonogram picture, this child may not be yours.
At first, when I asked about the DNA test, when we first found out she was pregnant, I was like, okay, yeah, I want a DNA test. She was okay with it. And then after the baby's born, I asked for it. She freaks out. She doesn't want to do it all of a sudden.
Is that true, Ms. Clark?
Yes, that is true, because I felt my baby was conceived the time that we were together. It wasn't conceived when I was with that other dude, because I was only with that dude for a week.
But you do admit to cheating.
Yes.
And can you understand why Mr. Newby may feel, since you admitted to cheating, that there could be a possibility?
I do understand that, and I told him that I understood that.
So why not nip it in the bud with a DNA test?
Because I felt,
And then even after, like while she was pregnant, after I had left her, she had sent me a message from her brother's phone and a picture of a baby. I was at work at the time when I got it, and he was talking about he's an uncle now. So I was thinking the baby was born. And then I looked, I told everybody at work, I ran home trying to get it right up there, and she was just playing.
You sent him a picture of a fake baby.
Well, it was a picture of the internet. It was on the internet or whatever, and I sent him the picture, but I was just upset because
questions why
he had left me.
Okay,
he had left me.
What was your intention behind sending the picture of the fake baby? I need to understand that.
To see if he would show any interest of seeing his son, because he wasn't doing that.
You showed him a picture of a fake baby as if the baby had been born.
Yeah.
Yes.
A newborn baby. I got a picture on my cell phone. While I was at work, I showed my manager and ran home. I don't even think I clocked out or anything.
It was messed up of me, yes. It was messed up of me, and I just wanted to see if he would show interest or whatever, and if, my son was born, if he would show any interest in coming to see him or anything.
Did he show interest in coming to see him?
She wouldn't let me go up to the hospital.
No.
Even when the baby was born, she wouldn't let me go.
Yeah, because I told you.
She wouldn't let me go afterwards because I have a girlfriend.
Yeah, I told he brought her to my doctor's appointment. That's disrespectful, okay? And then I asked him, I was like, the day after my son was born, I said, you can come up here and see the baby, but do not have her drop you off or come to the hospital. He said, oh, no, I'm getting a ride from
And what does it matter if I drop him off? I was the only one willing to give him a ride to see his own kid.
That's disrespectful.
I have kids. I know what it's like to be a single mom, and I would not be with Jesse if he would not take care of his responsibilities. If you really wanted a father, you would let him come and see the baby, regardless on who dropped him off.
Okay, but my ex-boyfriend that left me for an older woman, that's old enough to be his mom, is disrespectful to me to bring to the hospital.
Don't hate because I look better than you and I'm older than you, okay?
Okay, psych.
You still look like you're pregnant right now, okay?
I don't give
What happened to it being all baby and water weight?
I don't care.
Ms. Faulkner, I need to ask you, so let's be honest, did you ruin their relationship? Ms. Faulkner, I need to ask you, so let's be honest, did you ruin their relationship?
No, I did not. This was way after they were over with.
Was Jesse friends with your son?
Yes, he was.
This is getting interesting. Why is it that you're so certain that Jesse is not Ms. Clark's?
I never said I was certain. I said that there was doubt. That's all I said. I was not there when they were together and having all of that. All I said was, if you're going to be there, you want to be sure, especially since he lives in another state, because she likes to dangle the baby over his head. Oh, you can see him when she wants to. He's going to need to know if it's his or not to have viable ground to stand on.
Let me remind you, though, that you told the court that you would never be with a man that did not take care of his kids.
That is right.
So, if Mr. Newby has reason to believe that he could possibly be the father,
he has been there.
Why would you have any issue with him being there until he
Her son has been at our
finds
house.
out otherwise.
Our house. Her son has been at our house. We have watched her son.
Yeah,
we have babysat for
So
her.
that goes back to when he was holding up
her.
the sonogram picture. Why'd you tell him to take it down?
I didn't tell him to take it down. I said, why are you showing a picture of a baby? You don't even know if it's yours.
See, that's disrespectful.
But then, wouldn't the same woman that wouldn't be with a man that didn't take care of his kids, wouldn't that same woman think to themselves, well, he may think this child is his, and it's great that he's proud of it, and if he finds out later that it's not, let him deal with it.
And she,
if I can't, she can't be trusted.
That's how I feel.
Now, Ms. Clark, how have you tried to get him in your child's life?
I would call him and ask him if he can watch him or whatever. If he wants to see him, he said, I can't right now, I'm busy.
That is
I
not true.
want to take care of the baby. I tried taking care of the baby. You would not let me.
Okay, you only bought, how many diapers have you bought? You only bought 2 packs of diapers. You
And
haven't
when
even bought
we bought
anything,
stuff for the baby, she refused. She said, because Joanne got it, I don't
she didn't
want it.
want none of it.
Because I bought it. She did not want to receive the gifts. I bought the baby stuff, and she did not want to
But it's not your responsibility. It's his.
Our money is combined. It's together.
There's a real relationship. It's not about the money.
I don't care.
But Mr. Newby, now, it is very convenient that you have Ms. Faulkner to kind of help you in your
then you
potential
got fired from your
responsibility.
job, so.
I want to know what you have done individually to help Ms.
Nothing.
Clark take care of the baby. I want to know what you have done individually to help Ms.
Nothing.
Clark take care of the baby.
Nothing.
Have you helped to provide financially?
Yeah, when I could, yes. If she asked, hey, I need diapers, I would get them whenever she needed.
From my vantage point, there shouldn't be a thing that you wouldn't do for this beautiful baby.
There's not. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wasn't working, so when she would call me an hour before she needed me to watch him, like, you know, hey, my buddy needs me to help pull weeds, I can make some money, you know?
As a father, if he's the father, he should want to take him regardless of anything that he has to do or
And we
anything to
would.
spend time with him.
We even
You know?
wanted, she asked him to watch him last minute. Jesse said, no problem, but we're fixing to go swimming. She got mad and wouldn't let us take the baby because she couldn't go swimming with us.
No, I
and then
didn't
tried
want
to go
them. I
swimming
didn't
with
want
us.
them taking my son somewhere else where I don't know where
But
they're
if it's
going.
his son, why can't he take him?
Because I don't know where you're taking him, and I'm the
To
mother.
the
so
swimming
anything.
pool.
We live
You
in a
got
small
mad because
town,
you
like,
couldn't
there
hang
ain't-
out with us.
Why would I want to hang out with you?
Exactly.
That's what I
Why
wanna know
did you
too.
want to come with
That's what I
us?
wanna know too.
Exactly.
So you were concerned as a mother that your son was going to a pool and he was so small.
Yes.
Now, could you have told them that I just really feel uncomfortable
Yeah, I
about
could've.
swimming?
Yeah, I could have.
But that's
I'm
not
a mother with children of my own. The
Okay,
last
but
thing
let's
I would
be honest,
ever
Ms.
do is hurt a
Faulkner,
baby.
you're not the mother of her child.
But I would not hurt anyone's
wait
child.
1 minute.
Let me state this.
Wait
I
1
have
minute.
a son that I have
Wait
lost.
1 moment.
I would never do anything
Wait
to hurt
1
another child.
moment. Wait 1 moment. You're not my mother either. So now, let me tell you something. I am a mother of a small child, and I will be very honest. I am married to my husband, and the first time my child got in a pool, I wanted to be there. And I see mothers in out here in the courtroom nodding their head. You taking my baby to a pool? I don't think it was appropriate for her to want to go, but I would have said to you guys, hey, the swimming thing, he's so little, maybe could we do something else? I just feel uncomfortable. That's it. I believe, am I articulating your position right? Because
Okay, so
I'm
as
not
a
seeing
father,
in
I
this
couldn't take my
situation
son
why she
swimming?
just wants to hang out with you all at the pool. I don't get that.
No.
It is admirable that they want to take your son and include him as a part of the family unit and get him to know Ms. Faulkner's kids. Don't just come snatch him up from the father when he's really trying to show interest and take him somewhere.
And I have let him see him, you know. I took my son over to their house, you know, but I don't want him going nowhere where I don't know about or going swimming without me or anything like that at 3 months old.
This leads me to your claim that if it is determined that you're actually the father of her son, you would like to petition the court for custody of your child because you believe she's an unfit mother. Please tell me why you feel this way.
How are you gonna be 7 months pregnant and then stick a needle into both of your guys' bodies? You know?
Okay, but I
like
went
that
to jail
baby had
and
to
I'm
go
clean
through that
now,
for no
so-
reason. She didn't even give him a chance.
Now, Ms. Clark admitted that that was an absolute irresponsible action, which was inexcusable. I heard her say that. I also heard her say that she has done everything she can to get clean. Now, have you witnessed her improvement?
Well, yeah, it's court mandated. Of course, she don't want to go back to jail.
Well, let me tell you, I've represented a lot of drug addicts when I was a criminal defense attorney. No court mandate gonna keep you from a drug when you're addicted.
Exactly.
You have to make a decision as a human being that you are gonna be clean. I'm asking you, have you seen a change in her at all as it relates to the drug use? Do you see that?
Yeah.
Then we have to applaud her for that. We have to.
Well, yeah, I'm glad she's clean. I tried helping her as much as I could.
And then I have to ask you, how are you doing? If you are potentially this child's father, I want to understand where you are in life as well.
Mm-hmm.
Are you working?
No. I currently just moved.
And you are looking for work?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Faulkner, are you working?
I'm fixing to start working next week. I just moved to Florida.
Okay, two people that's fixing to start working got a lot of nerve about to snatch a baby from its mother, and neither one of you got a job. You've accused her of being unfit.
Yes. She collects a check, right? Every month.
That
SSI?
don't mean I'm unfit. What does that mean? That I
You
get,
can't
yeah,
take care of
I get checked?
yourself, but
I do take care of myself.
Take care of a baby?
I buy all his formula. I buy everything he needs. I buy him
state
clothes.
buys the formula.
I buy
You're
him
on WIC.
everything.
In
Sorry.
your
She's
eyes.
just jealous. Like,
In
she
your
can't get
eyes.
over the fact that I'm not with her.
No, it's not. I care. I
That's
would
the
not.
immaturity of
If you
you.
were the last man on earth, I wouldn't want to be with you again. Are you kidding me?
Okay.
You're worthless.
All right.
She tries to break the cycle.
Are we ready to hear the results?
Please.
Because I believe it's time for us to know. Jerome, do you have the envelope?
I do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
As per these results prepared by DNA Diagnostics, in the case of Clark versus Newby, when it comes to 3-month-old baby Richard, Mr. Newby, you are the father. And I see you smiling.
It's not a bad thing.
You're happy.
Yeah. Like, I never tried to deny him. I just wanted some clarity.
You did deny him.
I will defend him in this. He did not tell this court he denied him. He told this court he had doubt.
Well, to me,
And
you
that's
denied
what this courtroom is about. Better to know the truth so that you can operate under truth than to constantly in your mind have this small amount of doubt circulating, and it may affect the way you treat this child. So now we know.
Your Honor, I have a question. How are you going to take care of him when you're all the way in Florida?
That's what custody's for.
Okay, but
Right?
you're not taking my
Shared
son away
custody.
from me.
Yeah.
Listen, this is a living, breathing little person. You got to get it together.
I've tried working
I
with
have
them.
not seen any evidence that you've presented that would indicate that Ms. Clark is an unfit mother. But I am a firm believer that fathers have a huge role to play in their child's lives. I want you to continue on your path to healing and being clean. And you too. Are we clear?
Yes.
Ms. Osborne, you have brought your mother to court because you claim she lied to you about the identity of your biological father. You are here to prove Billy Jack Fitzmaurice is your dad. You and your aunt petitioned the court for paternity tests to finally prove the truth. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Osborne, you admit your daughter believed that Mr. Fitzmaurice was her dad, but now stand in court to prove that another man is her biological father. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Osborne, how did we get to this point that you have to bring your mother to court?
Well, I've always grew up thinking that Billy was my father and that I resembled him. And I even moved in with my dad's side of the family. And then all of a sudden, when I was about 12, I got told otherwise.
What happened when you were 12?
We were just sitting watching TV, and all of a sudden, she looks at me, she says, you know, there's a possibility that another man could be your father.
And what was your reaction?
At the moment, I didn't know what to do. I kind of just left the room and went and called my aunt.
And your aunt, Ms. Brooks?
Yes.
Ms. Brooks, do you remember that call?
Yes, I do.
What happened?
Savannah was very upset because she thought that Billy, my brother, was not her father. And I assured her that I believe 100% that Billy is her father.
You've never had a doubt?
I've never had a doubt.
So until you were 12 years old, Ms. Osborne, you were told this was your father?
Yes,
You even lived with his family?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Osborne, when your daughter was 12, you told her that someone else could be her biological father?
Yes, I told her that another guy could be her father, but I never told her that Billy Jack was her father.
How did she think he was?
Because his family put in her head that he was her father, and I just kind of went with it.
Wait a minute. So, for 12 years, who were you saying was her biological father?
I didn't say who was her father.
But she's living with his family.
Yes, and at the time, his family took her in. I was young, and I knew that they would have a good life for her, and they stepped up and asked to take her, and I knew that they could provide a better life for her at that time because I was young and naive and stupid. So I let them take and raise her. I've been in her life, and I've done things for her, and I'm here today just to put things at rest. So she'll know who her biological father really is. And I believe it's the other guy.
Tell me about the relationship with the other guy. Why do you think it's his?
Because I was back and forth between the two. And I was with the other guy a lot more than I was with Billy Jack.
During the window of conception, you were sleeping with both men?
Yes, Your Honor. But I just feel in my heart that the other guy is her father.
So both can potentially be her biological father. You understand that, right, Miss Osborne, Savannah?
Yes.
And I see you can't even look at your mother right now. You're not even turning your head.
Because I just want to know the truth of who my father is. I shouldn't have to wait until I was 12 years old to figure this out. I should have known that there was not a possibility before I grew attached to my father and grew a bond with my whole family.
Your mom kind of dropped a bomb on you at 12 years old. Wow. I mean, when you hear that, and you had to live with this now for 8 years. You're 20 now.
8 years now.
This must hurt you very much.
Yes, it does.
Because this is your mother, and you're relying on your mother to tell you the truth.
Yes, I would always expect her to.
So, Savannah, when you hear your mother speak, and she says that she just allowed them to believe what they wanted to believe because she wanted to make sure you were safe. I know it's hard for you, but look at your mother and just tell her what that feels like.
It really feels horrible to not know who my real father is. And after growing all these years, to believe somebody else was my father, and it couldn't be.
I am sorry, Savannah. You was young. When you was 12, I figured that you was old enough to be able to handle it. When you was young, you wouldn't have been able to handle it as well at 9 or 10 as you would at 12 and 13. So I waited to help you, because I didn't know how you would react being so young and me telling you that, if it would confuse you more.
But tell her, Savannah, at 12, how that made you feel.
I was confused. I was 12 years old. I was raised around my dad's family for 12 years. And then all of a sudden, they could be just some strangers that I'm living with.
They will never be strangers,
Of course they won't. They'll always be my family now. But what if they never were?
I'm sorry. I truly am. But I'm here today to try to make it right for you. So you will know 100% if he's your father or if the other guy's your father. I was young and I was stupid And I just wanted the best for you. And so, yes, I swallowed my pride and I did let them take you in because I knew that they could provide a better life for you than what I could at that age. I wasn't ready. I'm sorry that I've put you through hurt because I've never wanted to hurt you, ever. Sorry.
Because 8 years later, I still have to wonder.
But at the end of the day, it must hurt that you had to drag your mother to court today.
Yes, it really does, but I need to know the truth. I was brought up on a lie. I have to know.
Miss Brooks, I see this, you have tears in your eyes as you stand next to
because
the young woman you believe is your niece.
Yes, Savannah is my niece, and I love her dearly. And we were always told from day one from Donna that Savannah was our I call her our baby, but our niece. The way we met Donna was under difficult circumstances. My brother, he had a wild life. He liked fast cars, fast women, fast money, you know, anything to do with that kind of behavior, that's what he liked. So when he brought Donna home, we were a little shocked because at the time she was working as a stripper and we didn't know, you know, what to believe, but we believed my brother and Donna both when they said that Billy was her biological father, that she was pregnant with Savannah, and that was our family.
But you don't remember telling them any of this, Miss Osborne?
No, Your Honor. Billy Jack is the one that took it upon himself to assume that Savannah was his when I told him I was pregnant. I had told both men that I was pregnant, and they took it upon themselves to believe if they was the father or not.
That's not true. That's not true.
It is true.
She told me as well that Savannah was my brother's daughter.
Those words never came out of my mouth.
Yes, they did.
Okay.
If you didn't think he was the father of her, why did we raise her? Why did our family step in and raise her?
At that point in time, you know that I was unstable, and you guys were a great family. And I knew that you would love and take care of Savannah the way she needed to be taken care of. And I couldn't provide that for her at that point in time. I was young and stupid. And, you know, I regret a lot of things that I did in life, but, you know, I've grown since then. And I'm trying to be there for my kids now even, because I want her to know if, in fact, your brother is her father or if the other guy is her father.
Have you ever gotten to know this other man that your mom says could potentially be your biological father?
I have met him. I do not have a connection with him whatsoever. He is the father of my sister and my brothers, but I wouldn't want that to be my father. I want Billy to be my father because that's who I have always known to be my father, and it's gonna really hurt if it's otherwise.
So your sister, you say it was fathered by the other man.
That's what I was told, but I also believe that my dad is her dad because we share way too many similarities.
You know what? She's here, so I'd like to hear from her. Ron, can you please escort her in?
Yes, ma'am. We're gonna go up to the witness stand right next to the judge.
Ms. Patton, thank you for joining us. There's actually been testimony that contradicts what I believe you were told. Who do you believe is your father?
I believe that the other guy is my father because, I mean, I've never met Billy Jack. I've never even seen him. I've just heard stories of his crimes and crazy lifestyle. I have a connection, a relationship with my father or the other guy. And
You do?
And his family, yeah.
Who do you believe Savannah's biological father is?
I'm not sure. I grew up believing that Billy Jack was her dad, the same as her.
So growing up, you just felt like I have a sister, but we have two different fathers.
Yeah.
I also believe Billy could be her father.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Why?
Because at the time that Donna conceived Miss Patton, she was also with my brother, back and forth between my brother and the other man. And I see similarities between Mrs. Patton and this is his other daughter here, Marissa, and Savannah.
Miss Osborne, Your daughter, Ms. Patton, testified that she believed this other guy was her father her whole life.
Yes.
Do you believe there's potential that Billy Jack could be her biological father as well?
I mean, I was back and forth between the two at that stage of my life, but I don't believe that Billy's her father. I believe that the other guy is.
Why?
The same reason I believe that he is Savannah's father, because they look a lot like the other guy.
But you admit that you were intimate with Billy
both
during the window of her conception as well.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
This is very interesting. I mean, because as this young girl, you were just in a place in your life where you weren't making great decisions.
No, I wasn't, Your Honor.
And you have these beautiful girls, and you have to find families for them pretty much.
Yes, and I was in a very bad relationship at that point in time. And when she was born, and I knew she'd be better off with my family. And I've been there in their lives, all of their lives. I've never walked out on them or abandoned them, but my family did, in fact, raise them with me, and I'm thankful every day for my family and Mrs. Brooks' family for doing such a great job with my children, what I couldn't provide for them then.
So you never told Jasmine that Billy Jack could potentially be her father, ever? Never mentioned it?
No.
But why is it at 12 then you felt like you should tell Savannah?
Because Savannah believed more that Billy Jack was her father than...
He is her father.
...than Jasmine. And I just didn't want her to end up finding out he wasn't and being mad at me for not at least giving her the opportunity to know who her real biological father is.
What do you want to get out of today's results besides just, of course, finding out the truth?
I don't want her to have to lie to me anymore. And I want to have a better bond with my mom. But until I know the truth, I don't think that's going to happen.
And I also would like to say this is dividing our family, so we need to know the truth. And, you know, Jasmine could also be my brother's child.
Well, it seems like the stakes are very high. We've got a mother-daughter relationship on the line, in addition to a father-daughter and the family that raised her.
Yes.
I have the results for you. I think it's time.
You have two.
We have two results. The results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics. The first is for Jasmine. Jasmine, are you ready?
As ready as I can get.
Okay. Because the DNA of Mr. Billy Jack Fitzmaurice was unavailable to test for biological relatedness, an avuncular test with the closest biological relative, his sister, Anastasia Stacy Brooks, was performed. With that being said, the results determine if there is a viable relationship between Jasmine Patton and Anastasia Stacy Brooks. In the case of Osborne Brooks versus Osborne Patton, when it comes to 19-year-old Jasmine Patton, it has been determined by this court, Ms. Brooks and Jasmine are not related. Miss Osborne, you look relieved.
Yes, I'm relieved because Jasmine's had a relationship with the other guy and his family, and I didn't want that to change. And I'm really kind of hoping Savannah is Billy's, because it scares me that maybe the relationship between them would change if she's not.
You're hoping he is, but you don't believe he is.
Right.
Are you ready, Savannah?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Just as in the case with your sister Jasmine, the results determine if there is a viable relationship between Savannah Osborne and Anastasia Stacy Brooks. When it comes to 20-year-old Savannah Osborne, it has been determined by this court, Ms. Brooks and Savannah are related.
I love you, Savannah, so much. And I'm so happy that it came out the way you wanted it. And I love you, Jasmine.
I love you too, Mom.
I love you too.
You know, Miss Brooks, I commend your family for taking this beautiful girl in at a time when her mother admittedly just could not provide a safe, healthy environment for her.
She did the right thing.
Ms. Parker, in your suit, you claim Mr. Morton fathered your 7-month-old son, Aaron, while in a relationship with his current girlfriend.
Yes, Your Honor.
You say the only reason he denies paternity is because his girlfriend turned him against you because she's been unable to conceive a child with him.
Yes, Your Honor.
In addition to the paternity test, you're suing for $2,047 in back child expenses.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Morton, you say the timing of Miss Parker's pregnancy doesn't add up, and when today's DNA results come in, you will win the case because you're not the father.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Miss Parker, how did you end up having sex with Mr. Morton if he has a girlfriend?
First of all, Your Honor, that's my baby father. Anytime I want to have sex with him, I'm going to have sex with him. You understand? Like, I was vulnerable. He called me. So, you know, we did what we did.
So, hold on. You have a child with Mr. Morton.
Yes, I have a 5-year-old son.
And he's not the child in question.
No, Aaron is.
But you also still continued a sexual relationship.
Yes, with the both of them.
Both of them?
Yeah.
You were having sex with?
I have sex with both of them.
With Mr. Morton?
And Mrs. Lemon.
And his girlfriend?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes.
Oh, so a threesome at the same time, or you have two separate relationships?
Threesome at the same time, separate relationship. If I don't want to have sex with her and I want to have sex with him, that's what happens.
Oh, okay. It just got interesting.
Well, the only reason, Your Honor, the only reason why she was able to have sex with us is because I asked my boyfriend to have sex with her because she was lonely. My desires, me and my little freakiness, I said, my boyfriend, can you have sex with your pregnant baby mother because she's in need?
Pause, Your Honor.
How would she know if she's not there?
Your Honor, that is not true. Before I even left to go anywhere, before I was gone for a while, we was having sex before then. She wanted to have sex with me. Your Honor, to be tight, they don't ask her boyfriend nothing. Her boyfriend about it all anyway. He had 2 girlfriends from the beginning.
So that's consensual?
Consensual or not, if I want to have sex with my baby father, Your Honor, it goes down.
Try it now.
It goes down.
Try it
goes
now.
down. I don't want to try
When the
it
last
now.
time
I'm
you
good.
did it? When the last time you did it? When we did it, right?
No.
So ultimately, Ms. Parker, Ms. Lemon, Mr. Morton, you all agree that you were all in a sexual relationship.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor.
And so you also are in an agreement that there's a possibility that this could be your child?
It could not be my child because the timing is not right at all.
I'm not tripping off of that. I know that that's my son's father. I know. He looks exactly like my other son.
And so you're doubtful, Mr. Morton, because you say there's a timing issue.
Yes, she
So I wanna
supposed to have got
understand your
pregnant
doubt.
in May, but from my understanding, that's only would be 7 months if she
I
had
never
my son
said I
in.
got pregnant in May, Your Honor.
Okay, hold on. Let me get my calendar so I can just understand what's going on exactly. When were you intimate with Miss Parker during the window?
The week of Mother's Day, May 11th, I believe.
You're intimate that day.
The only intimacy we had on Mother's Day was oral sex, Your Honor. How you gonna get pregnant off of oral sex, Your Honor?
Judge.
When was Aaron born?
December 5th.
So December 5th.
It only added up to about 7 months. Her boyfriend been locked up since February, and that's the guy that she was telling
So the
me
baby
that
was
could have been the
born
father from the
December 5th. So your doubt is that it's only 7 months from when baby Aaron was born to when you were having sex with her, and that doesn't add up to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
And Miss Parker, when was the last time you were intimate with someone else before that May 11th period when you were
The
intimate
only
with
person,
Mr.
Your Honor, I lie to you not. The only person that I have unprotected sex with was my baby father. Wasn't Mr. Morton.
Your Honor, that's a lie.
Your Honor.
That's a lie.
She clocking
We down. Yep, I'm clocking it.
You
Just
can't
like you
clock
clock
it, though,
mine. I
baby.
can.
You can't.
We
You
downtown.
can't clock
The
it.
guy walks up to her. They talking and everything, and he swears up and down, Aaron is his. She had to keep reminding him that it's not yours, boo. It's not yours. I had sex with you after he was already in my stomach.
Exactly.
But you told us that you didn't have sex with nobody.
I just
after
said
you
I
got
didn't
pregnant.
have unprotected sex. That's
She
a lie.
all over the
'cause I was
place, Your Honor. That's what
Your
it
Honor,
is.
that's a
She
lie.
was all over the place.
Let's get some control. I want to understand this story. Your testimony, Ms. Parker, is that you weren't intimate with anyone else during that time?
I did not have unprotected sex. Yes, that's what I said.
Were you having sex with anyone?
Are you serious? Your Honor, listen, I do what I do. I love me. You understand me? I don't have unprotected sex with nobody but the ones that I trust. I trust this man. So yeah, every time I have sex with him, it's
you think of me so bad, so you trust me too, right? You think of me so bad, you down to me, but you had sex with me too, so that means you trust me, you like me, right? You like me, right?
Oh, I like the way you do your thing.
Yeah,
That's what I like.
I know.
I like the way you do your thing, baby. That's all. That's all.
I'm about that work.
Okay, listen.
You tripping.
Ms. Parker, you stated that you weren't having unprotected sex with anyone else.
Yes.
But you're saying you only have unprotected sex with Mr. Morton.
Yes, Your Honor, yes. Let me explain my side of the story, because I'm trying to,
Yeah.
Before my boyfriend went away, I was pregnant by him. That's what they're getting confused. I had a whole miscarriage, Your Honor. A whole miscarriage by this man.
Now all of a sudden.
So what you're saying is you were pregnant.
This was before, though. This is before I got pregnant
He was only
again.
locked up
You're wrong.
a
He
month or
wasn't even
something.
away when I was pregnant. He was with me.
So the bottom
when I
line
was
is
pregnant,
you were in
we
fact
was together.
pregnant by your
him,
boyfriend.
yes, I was.
But you miscarried.
But I miscarried.
Listen, Ms. Parker, I'm trying to explain what my understanding is so you can correct me.
Okay.
I was pregnant by my boyfriend,
Right.
yes, but I had a miscarriage.
Exactly.
Subsequently, I got back in a sexual relationship with Mr. Morton, had unprotected sex, and I was pregnant again.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's what I wanted to understand.
Yes, Your
now let's move forward. At the point you realize you're pregnant, you tell Mr. Morton?
Yes, that's
you
what
tell
I'm trying
Mr.
to
Morton?
get to. I told him I was pregnant, and I did. I'm not going to lie. I told him, this is not your baby. Being as though I have a sonogram telling me I'm 13 weeks. So when I go to my first prenatal appointment and they give me a fetal assessment and they say, no, miss, you're 8 weeks pregnant. Your baby is due December the 24th.
So you went to your appointment and then your due date got adjusted.
Yes.
So initially, when you got pregnant, they gave you a certain due date.
Yes, ma'am.
And you said, based upon that due date, this is not your child because I was not sleeping with you then.
Exactly.
Then you go, because that's what happens. You go to subsequent appointments as you get further along in your pregnancy. They then gave you another test and determined, oh no, the first due date we calculated was wrong.
Exactly.
You're in fact, how many weeks?
8 weeks pregnant.
You're 8 weeks.
I was 8 weeks pregnant when I got that sonogram, and I went home and I gave him the sonogram to let him know we got a baby on the way.
What was your response, Mr. Morton, when she told you we have a baby on the way, they miscalculated my due date, and now I really believe it's your child? What was your response?
I had my doubts because of what she had told me.
You still had doubts. Did you participate? You have a child with her already. Did you participate in the birth? Were you there through the pregnancy?
I didn't go to none of the appointments. I ain't show up to none of the doctor's appointments, but I was there with my dad.
He's talking about Ern.
I have a picture of him holding my son when he first came out.
Ron, may I see that, please? So, Mr. Morton, you say that you didn't go to the appointments.
No, ma'am.
But this is a picture of you holding baby Aaron when he was first born.
Yes.
So you went to the hospital when he was first born?
Yes, I was there.
To see him?
Yes.
No, did you sign the birth certificate?
I seen when he came out.
Did you sign the birth certificate?
No, ma'am, I didn't sign a birth certificate because of my doubts.
What is that evidence you're holding for me?
The birth certificate I didn't sign.
I'd like to see that. So you decided not to sign the birth certificate because you felt like I just have too many doubts. I don't want to do that. Have you been involved with baby Aaron since?
Yes.
You have. So you still have doubts?
I still have doubts.
He got doubts, Your Honor, but he on Facebook, my son.
Hand that to me. What is that, Ms. Parker?
This is a page from Facebook from off of his page. My son's hands always in the air, but you got so many doubts.
Wait, this is a picture of baby Aaron from your Facebook page. Mr. Morton, it says, my son's hands are always in the air.
Yeah.
You wrote that?
Yes.
So if you had doubts, why would you post that?
I know this man. You feel me? I know he loved people's kids. I know he loved children. I gave this man his first child. I know this. You understand what I'm saying?
And she feel like she holds seniority, and she don't.
Once again,
She
like
don't.
I said,
It don't matter.
like I said,
it don't matter.
I know, but like I said, this is not the first situation.
And so, listen, this feeling that he steps up to the plate and takes care of other people's children,
Yeah,
but
so why
does
should
not properly take care of baby Aaron is the basis of your suit.
Right.
You're suing for $2,047 in child care expenses, things you've spent on baby Aaron since he's been born. And you say Mr. Morton's done nothing.
Besides $30 and some hand-me-downs.
But in terms of
a lot of hand-me-downs.
contributing to the child care expenses that she has incurred, have you contributed
She probably
anything
wouldn't have
besides
no record of that or
$30?
anything because I never did anything to her but gave her that $30.
That's what I wanted to know. All right, so just the $30. Do you have any receipts from what
Yes,
you
ma'am.
spent, what you've done? Thank you. Explain to the court, ma'am, the items, things that you've purchased thus far. I see you have diapers,
baby wipes, bottles, clothes,
formula, toiletries.
Yes, all that. But I've been working almost
Is
a
the
whole
total
year.
of this $2,047?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, $2,047. Mr. Morton, you acknowledge that all you've done is the $30.
That I put in her hands.
Right.
For
right.
her.
For
It
these
wasn't just the only thing I did for my
$2,047
son,
worth of
though.
expenses, you've paid 30 of it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to rule on this after we get the DNA results because, of course, that will determine whether or not you have a responsibility to care for this child. Ms. Parker, I'd like to hear from your witness before we get to the results. Ma'am, please stand. Thank you so much for joining us. What's your name, ma'am, stated for the record?
Marie Dunlap.
Ms. Dunlap, you are?
I'm Mr. Morton's mother.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
You're Mr. Morton's mother?
Yes.
What do you have to add, ma'am?
Well, for the most part, as far as support system, when she first had baby Aaron, she did not have anything because we were supposed to try to get together a baby shower. So she did have him early. So as far as support system, it was me and my daughter, which is Eric's sister,
And her
Mr.
mother.
Morton's sister.
And her mother.
And excuse me, I'm talking.
It don't matter.
It does.
It don't.
So therefore,
Did you just let her disrespect your mother?
Yeah, real bad.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I had to catch that.
Come again? Okay.
Honestly, I don't even know why she over there. She don't do nothing. for my
It
grandson, and she don't get my
doesn't matter.
grandson
That's
or
still your
anything.
that's still your mother.
I do get my grandson.
All
I
right,
do
so
get
ma'am,
him.
the bottom line is you know what about this situation?
Well, as far as them two, to be honest, I really think that they never stopped dealing with each other from time to time. Even when she had the boyfriend, I still believe they were dipping and dabbing because him and the boyfriend had got into it over, I don't know what the altercation was about. But I heard about they had got into it. And it's several times they are together.
So it is your belief that baby Aaron is your grandchild?
Yes, that's us all the way.
Have you witnessed your son connect with this child?
Yes.
And you've connected with the child?
Yes.
When?
Your family accepts the child without
Yes.
doubt?
We do accept him without a doubt.
Without doubt?
Without a doubt. I don't share his doubts because that's ours. That's
She
a
wouldn't
more.
know my doubts, Your Honor. My mother don't know anything about the situation. Every time I try to put her into the situation, she don't want to bother.
Thank you so much for your testimony. You may be seated. Where are we going from here with
Well, I'm
this?
gonna tell you where I'm going from this. When you read them DNA tests and they tell you that that's that man's son, I'm going to child support. That's where I'm going with this. I'm going straight downtown. You got me twisted. Come on now.
And so I have to ask this: are you all going to continue to have this unprotected sex?
No sex, Your Honor. He's good. He's good with his wife. How long that's gonna last? Feel me?
I mean, well, what's the point of you
He's
knocking
good.
what we have?
He's good. He's
I mean,
good.
Ebony.
I'm knocking
Your
it
Honor,
because of the
Your
fact
Honor,
that this is the reason
Your
why
Honor,
my son is being
first of all,
denied.
this is out of character for me. I have never, ever in a million years came at this woman like this. It's one thing when you sitting there stating facts, but it's another thing when you try and degrade me. The reason that I feel the way I feel about her is because we formed a relationship. Her whole pregnancy with Aaron, when she moved to that house, I was right there with her. Every pain, every time my foot got swollen, I wanted to rub it. I took care of her to support her and to show her that she wasn't alone. I didn't care what my boyfriend did. If he didn't want to be a part of her life, a part of Aaron's life, if he denied him, if he felt anyway, I ignored that and I still played a role. I'm a very loving person. I'm a very honest person. I've never done anything to her, and I have never told him not one time, Your Honor, to deny him. She's sitting here trying to make me load on it, and that's not the case. I would never do nothing like that to her.
And listen, I think before I go to the results, I just need to ask the question, are you two finished? Because it's become obvious that we're talking about the relationship between you and Mr. Morton, and yet there is still a relationship between you and Ms. Lemon that has a lot of unfinished workings. It's a lot going on here. Let's get to the results.
Please, Your Honor. Please.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. In the case of Parker versus Morton, when it comes to 7-month-old Aaron Morton, it has been determined by this court. Do you want to watch Paternity Court on TV? Go to paternitycourt.tv to find your local listings. Mr. Morton, you are Aaron's father.
Thank you. I told you, like, I'm not no, come on. Thank you. I need that paper so I can go down child support tomorrow morning when I get up.
Ms. Parker, you came to court with a suit in the amount of $2,047. Mr. Morton is, in fact, baby Aaron's biological father, which means you are legally obligated to care for that child, and Ms. Parker is entitled to half of the child care expenses she has incurred thus far. You admit you contributed $30, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You came in suing for $2,047. Half of that is $1,023.50, less the $30 you contributed. So therefore, my ruling is for the plaintiff in the amount of $993.50. Is that clear?
Yes, Your Honor.
I feel like you two agreed to bring Ms. Parker into your relationship, and now it seems like Ms. Lemon and Ms. Parker got more unfinished business than Mr. Morton and Ms. Parker, and they got 2 babies together. A relationship with 2 people is difficult enough to manage. Bring a third in, now you really got a mess that's magnified. Mr. and Ms. Elston, you previously appeared in this courtroom with concerns surrounding the paternity of 2-year-old Carson. Let's take a look.
We started sleeping together 2 weeks after we met.
Well, who else did you have sex with?
My friend's boyfriend. It was on Valentine's Day. We had a threesome. She knew about it.
The baby didn't look like me. He don't have my nose, my ears, my eyes, or nothing.
My unborn child and Carson deserves their father. So I feel that we need to get this all cleared up.
When it comes to 20-month-old Carson Gregory, Mr. Elston, you are not the father. Ms. Elston, you are now here hoping to save your marriage by proving your husband is the biological father of your newborn son, Kason. Mr. Elston, you recently moved out of your home due to paternity doubts, and you are convinced you are not Kason's father either. Ms. Elston, I'll start with you. You're in desperate need to save your marriage.
Yes, Your Honor.
Explain.
Because Ladarian moved out like shortly after Kason was born. He's been having paternity issues since we found out Carson was not his. He started saying that this baby doesn't look like me, he's not mine, and questions about the conception, and he wants to leave his family all of a sudden just because of paternity issues pertaining to Carson.
Wow, it has really taken a turn for the worse.
Yeah.
Mr. Elston, you felt like you had no other choice but to leave the home?
Yes, Your Honor, because I can't keep, going through the same cycle with babies not being mine with the same person. And when Carson came back not mine, it did, it hurt my feelings, but I still stepped up and was a father to him. So I'm just trying to get the honest truth today before I, move on.
So how does this doubt make you feel? I mean, you've packed up and moved out of your own home, left your wife, Carson, Kason. I mean, how do you feel when you look at this baby?
I mean, I don't have a bond with him, and I don't feel like he's mine. They look alike to me, so they must have the same father. And the baby names are, identical, and it's something here that she's not telling me. So
We agreed on the name. I tried changing it plenty of times.
No, Your
He
Honor.
told me he didn't want to change it.
No, her friend chose the name, Your Honor.
So the truth is, even the name triggers you.
Yes,
because it's so close to Carson, Kason. Then you look at them, you think they look alike in your mind, and then you just revisit what you went through the last time you were here when we determined you were not Carson's biological father.
Yes, ma'am.
So, Mrs. Elston, how does your husband's doubt affect you and the family?
It's affected us a lot because we're arguing because you already know Carson is not yours, which you stepped up, and I'm glad. So I don't understand how you think Kason is not yours.
So, Mr. Elston, what was your initial doubt? How did you start doubting?
Well, Your Honor, when I was at work, I was 3 hours away. She texted me talking about she pregnant. So I was like, I can't leave work just to take you to the hospital. So she said I'll call my cousin and see if he can take me. So when I get home, like, we just started arguing because I told her this just don't seem right. And she was like, that wasn't even my cousin that took me to the hospital anyways, it was my ex. So.
No, Your Honor, that's not what happened. What happened was he was at work, so I had a friend come get me. But we already had, issues from the past of me cheating and all this stuff. So I didn't tell him, it was my ex because I didn't want him thinking I was sleeping with him or anything. I told him, I was like, well, that was not my cousin that took me. It was a friend. And he asked who, and I told him who it was, and I was honest about it. I just did not want no problems in our relationship at that point.
So you felt like you were just being honest?
Yeah, at the end. At
She
first, I wasn't.
told me that in the beginning instead of hiding it from me.
Oh, so she hid it at first.
Yeah, I'm not finna keep doing this.
Ah. So throughout the pregnancy, were you doubting then?
Yes, ma'am, because one day we got the arguing bad and I left the house and she texted me and she was like, that's why Carson wasn't yours, Kason's not yours either. And she said, I married you just so I could put you on child support, just in case you tried to leave me. And, we're separated now and, I'm trying to file for a divorce, so.
Really?
I can we're separated when you come over the house every day.
I have.
Do you have
proof
any
of the text
evidence of what?
messages.
I'd like to see that. Jerome, will you hand me that evidence, please? Thank you.
You're welcome.
These are text messages between you, Mr. Elston, and your wife, Ms. Elston. You write, why do you say that, Carly? She responds, he's not even your baby, just like Carson wasn't. Whoa. Mr. Elston, you say, blank, then don't ask me to do nothing for them. Ms. Elston, you say, okay, bet, Ladarian. Stop texting me and go play dad to somebody else's kids, because mine's not yours. Whoa, that's a mouthful right there. Ms. Elston, how could you expect him to think Kason was his biological son after that exchange?
I just know how to push his buttons. Like, I wasn't trying to, I already know what to say to him. He had stayed gone the whole night, and he was out cheating and doing him, and he wants to sit up and say that Kason is not his, but.
So you just said it this one time out of anger, you were just really angry.
It happened multiple times, so this is not the first.
I said it like 3 times in my pregnancy, yes.
Well, Mr. Elston, you submitted another text message. Ms. Elston said, Kason is not yours anyways. I blanked your homeboy. Mr. Elston said, blank, you dirty dog. And then Ms. Elston responded, I'ma still put you on child support because we married. That's the only reason I married you, blank. What kind of conversation is this?
I know how to push his buttons. I know how to make him mad. So that's what I was saying.
This is not button pushing, this bomb dropping.
Yeah.
I mean, these exchanges are designed to destroy. You already said you had one child that was his, came back not his. Now you doing this again?
Yes.
This is toxic. Yes. So if you're so quick to say he's not yours, that's what I'm gonna do is just put you on child support. And why do you stand here so convinced that he is Kason's biological father?
When I got pregnant with Carson, I was not in a relationship with Ladarian, and we already, established that on the last time we was here. This time we was engaged, we was living together, and that's the only person I was with when I conceived Kason. So I'm pretty sure I'm actually 100% positive.
She was sleeping with other guys.
The dad.
She was sleeping with other guys. She conceived. She got pregnant in June and she was sleeping with him in May. So she admitted to my friend that she was cheating too. So
She admitted to a friend?
yes, ma'am. My friend came to the house one weekend. It's a female. And she pulled me downstairs when Carly was asleep and told me that Carly had vented to her that she's been cheating. She's been, going to see other people, and she
Your
said
Honor,
she knows
this is the
Carly.
same friend that he's sleeping with. So no, she wants to break us up. So she wants to break us up, and the only reason she's here today is because she wants to say that that he's not the dad and all this stuff, which she doesn't know nothing about.
All right, I would like to hear from her directly. Jerome, will you please escort Ms. Stanfield into the courtroom?
Go right up to the witness stand up here.
Ms. Stanfield, thank you for joining us. Yes, ma'am. We're here today talking about the paternity of baby Kaysen. During the testimony, it has been brought out that you potentially have a sexual relationship with Mr. Elston now.
No, Your Honor.
A married man.
You deny that?
I have not spoke to either one of them other
But
than
you
to
were sleeping
argue.
with him a week ago. Girl, bye.
This was 2 weeks ago when
A
you
married
invited
man.
me over there
I didn't
knowing
invite you
he wanted
nowhere.
to sleep with me. You
No, I did
invited
not
me.
know this. No, this is
See,
a
I don't
whole
know
lie.
what to believe. They're going back and forth, and it's.
So, Miss Stanfield, what do you know about the paternity of Kaysen?
From what I have heard from both of them, Carly admitting to me that she was
You don't know
sleeping.
me. I have not said nothing to you. Be real.
Admitting to me
Be
that
real.
she was sleeping with other men around the time that she got pregnant. That her and Ladarian were not together.
Wait a minute. Tell me specifically what happened and what did she tell you?
The day that I arrived at their house to spend the weekend with them, Ladarian had left because they were already arguing. She started talking to me saying he's just a dog, he doesn't do anything for her or the kids, that she was sleeping with other men, that she...
You just want to break up our relationship. He does do for me and my kids. Stop lying.
I don't want anything to do with you guys.
Stop lying.
So wait, answer my question.
You was just okay.
Answer my question. I asked, what do you know about this? What did she tell you?
Basically saying that Kaysen was not Ladarian's, that she was sleeping with other men, that Ladarian and Kaysen look nothing alike. Just saying that.
They look just alike, you know that.
No, they don't. Every time that you would ask me, I admitted that Kaysen looked just like you.
What did you do with this information, Miss Stanfield?
I told Ladarian.
She just wants to break us up because the wants to come and get what I have. You have no car, you have no house, you're homeless. Baby, stay where you're at. He pays all my bills, and the car that y'all was in was mine. Remember that. Remember that. You're just, no.
Are you proving something?
No, she's trying to lie and break up us. Like, I already told you I want my family back. She's over here trying to tell him that my son is not his. I know my son is his. I'm 100% positive.
Ladarian even told me he didn't believe
But
that it was
he's
your
moved
kid.
out of the house.
He still comes over every day.
And you've also told him he's not the father.
Because I was making him mad. I know how to push his buttons, as I said before. But he will go and be with like this and then come back to me and act like everything is okay. That's the problem. Like this is the problem. If our son is his, I'm 100% positive.
No, Miss Elston, I hate to break it to you, but the problem is you already had one child and you told him he was the father only to come to this courtroom and find out that he wasn't. That's the problem. And then you have a second child, and instead of having enough sense to figure out another way to have a conversation, you go right for the low blow and say you're not the father and I slept with your boy and now I'm just gonna put you on child support, and then expect that that's not going to negatively affect your marriage and your relationship. Because what I read on these text messages amounts to emotional abuse. He already hung in there after last hearing when Carson ended up not being his son and said he was gonna step up to the plate. Now, and look, I'm gonna just tell you the truth. He's a young, handsome young guy. That baby wasn't his. He could have exited stage left and been gone and made a full-on family with somebody else. I mean, there's no reason for him to entertain you unless he loved you. You all just sabotaging your life so early. We got another baby now and a marriage on the line. Baby's last name is Elston. That's your family name. That's your name, Mr. Elston. But you don't know if it's yours.
That's correct.
You know what, Jerome? I'm ready for the results. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. In the case of Elston versus Elston, when it comes to 1 month old Kaysen Elston, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Elston, you are the father. Kaysen is your little boy.
But I still treat Carson like he's mine too, so I don't show him no different attention.
Yeah, you're doing an amazing job, and thank you for everything. I appreciate it.
Thank you. That's good, honey. That's a good start.
I accept your apology, but there's some things we gotta work on.
We can't wrap it up in a bow today. That's for sure. It's been too much water under this bridge. Y'all gonna float the whole house away. No, really. And I hope this has been a lesson learned for you. We have counseling and resources for you all because you all got to start figuring this out. Miss Elston, you got to get yourself together, babe.
Yes, ma'am.
There's an old saying, I can't say it all the way, but it always says, don't let your mouth write a check that you can't cash.